Welcome to my wow video tutorial. This is Mary Fish with Stampin' Pretty and stampinpretty.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I sell these gorgeous Stampin' Up! Coordinating products on my blog, stampinpretty.com, as well as share daily tips, ideas, paper crafting samples, as well as Stampin' Up! Special offers and promotions. And my newsletter offers a special promotion of my own each month. So please stop by and subscribe to my daily blog updates as well as my newsletter. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how I created this adorable little Halloween takeout box. I used products from the Stampin' Up! Holiday Catalog 2018, the Takeout Treat stamp set, and the coordinating Takeout Thinlits dies. If you purchase them together, you save 10%. Let me show you them close up so you can just see how amazing they are. Just a quick tip, I am now storing my dies on 5x7 magnet sheets from Stampin' Storage. I'll be sure to leave that information on the YouTube description. And then these little plastic sleeves from Totally Tiffany. It makes for great storage and you don't have to worry about a little die potentially falling off. And it's great to be able to organize my long rows of Stampin' Up! Dies. I like to organize them together. So these are the Takeout Thinlits dies, and this is the stamp set. What makes them amazing is they have what I call great paper crafting mileage. This stamp set is going to work year-round. Valentine's Day, birthday, Patriots 4th of July Day. We've got Christmas, Halloween, thank you. You can do little streamers and you can add the hearts and the stars. This background stamp can work as a tag. So you can see how the dies coordinate beautifully. There's the heart. There is the star. There is the itty bitty bit of holly that you can color with markers or blends. Here is one of the tag dies that, again, so versatile. Oh, it's going to go this way. Cut side down, so I want to make sure I show you the right orientation. That's probably why this one is backwards. Okay, let me just move it around. There you go, perfection. It has this little octagon that, again, functions as a base, and I'll show you how it's a base for my little takeout card, but it too works as a tag this direction or this direction. Or could be a panel right on the front of your little takeout. It also has this fun piece, which coordinates with the front and the back. See how it cropped out that piece of adorable Toil and Trouble kitty paper, front and back, so great. And it also can crop out a sentiment for different occasions. This cool little die with the flagged ends is what I used. Of course, it can work with a sentiment, or I just used it as an element with our black foil. So I got that neat shiny look, and it both cuts and scores, so you can fold the ends in and get that little bump of 3D. Isn't that cool? This is our glitter ribbon. Absolutely darling and cool. So that gives you a good idea of some of the dies and the versatility, but the star of the show is really this big die. You use two of them to create the little takeout box. Here's the beautiful thing. I love the look of 3D. They work great. These little boxes are great for small gifts. You could tuck in a little message. You could do a place setting. You could do a party favor. And I know there's lots of great ideas out there, but I tend to like things where the cutting is ready to go. This both cuts and scores, and the math is all done. So again, it's all about simplicity, which is great if you have to mass produce, or if you're like me, you just want to keep things really simple. I want to also show you one more tip. This is, again, another pattern from the Toil and Trouble Designer Series paper. Rather than starting with a black base and adding a panel of it, I just did the whole thing with the little bat pattern. Same idea and super easy. But for both of these cards, I used this little octagon die as my anchor. So you can see it tucked in here. And then you can see that I added, it's right here, and then I added all of my decor on top. Essentially, that created a little belly band, so I can just, the recipient can just slip it on and off. Or if I forget to put the gift inside, I can add it as well. I can straighten out the ribbon later, but there we go. But you can see the concept of it. So really, really easy. So let's talk a little bit about the magic of those dies. I wanted to show you how I conserve the most cardstock with it, or designer series paper. So this is 5.5 by 8, and you can see how I use the die in each direction so that I can have very, very little waste. And then I pre-cut these. This is cherry cobbler paper, and I used that smaller die, I'll bring it back, to crop out just a tiny little piece of the Festive Farmhouse designer series paper. It's a sweet little plaid. Little tip for you, yes, I use the magnet platform so that I can really line the plaid up, so this is fairly centered. And I did it front and back. And then I already used some tear tape. This is what you want to have on hand if you're doing 3D. It's got a strong hold. You lay it down, you tear it off really easy. So I already did the seam where these two seams go together. There are actually 4 scored fold lines, and I use a bone folder to score each, okay? And I also score the other score lines just for a really crisp finish. So again, I already did these 2 seams so that I wouldn't have you all day long. And actually, I'm going to start with this one. And I am going to pull this off. I add 1 extra to the bottom. So there are 5 spots I put the tear tape on. 4 different little tabs that automatically cut and score for you, as well as the base. So I'm going to actually take this one off too, because I'm going to tighten it down in 2 spots. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to line this up right along the seam. Pretty easy. I'm going to bring it around. I'm going to line this up and push it down. Really easy, right? And I'm going to go inside. I'm just going to make sure my seams are really well connected. And I've got one last one to do to show you. I just love how this goes together. So super clean. And I'm just lining up that seam. Cute and easy. And then these 2 outside flaps go in just like a little takeout box. Actually, before that, I just want to show you, you could leave this whole thing open, do a little mini cello bag, put some fun candy in it, let the cello kind of stand on the outside and tie it up with a ribbon. So you could have it open, but it's so cute closed and really, really charming. Let me see if I can do this. All right. There we go. See how neat and tidy that fits together? It's just sort of begging for a little ribbon and a tag and to look amazing. And then again, I'm going to bring back these finished guys. Super cute for Halloween, but literally I could take this love one and do a different pattern, or just something simple, or I could stamp with, for example, in the stamp set, I could create my own little background with that little heart stamp, and that could be Valentine's Day or anniversary. So I hope you learned a little something new today. I hope you're as excited as I am about the Takeout Treats bundle. It is now on sale as of September 5th of 2018 in the Stampin' Up! Holiday Catalog. Please stop by my blog or leave me a comment. I love hearing from you, what you thought of the video, what you learned, or if you have any questions, I will give you a prompt reply on YouTube. Thank you and bye-bye.